Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is GamerDude Tech Dude coming at you live. Uh, I'm on most of the day or throughout the day, depending on if it's during the day or at nighttime. I am outside at this moment. It's kind of nice outside, but it is dark, which is why I have this backdrop. Today we will be discussing one of my major rants that I have, and I've had this rant for a very long time. It's well needed at this moment, and I just wanted to throw this out there. But before I do, please like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the bell notification icon so you will be notified when I go live. All right, here we go. We are going to talk about the infamous AT&T. Yes, people, AT&T. While some of you may think that AT&T is great for you, I'm all for you. I'm happy for you. I'm glad for you. I don't have, anything against people wanting to voice their own opinion against AT&T. These are my rants and my review and my thoughts about the company. So let's just start off. Personally, I think AT&T sucks, especially in this area. For a very long time, we have had AT&T, their old 6 megabit, 768 kilobytes per second. For years and years and years, we dealt with that. It was like $40 or $50 a month, not to mention for their phone package, their landline, that was like another $40 or $50, and it came out to a total almost $80. And not to mention, by the time they bought out DirecTV a few years ago, that was an additional $100+ because we had the Premier package. Although I didn't have anything against DirecTV, I hated the fact that AT&T bought them out because I completely hate AT&T, and I'll explain why. Like I said, we had AT&T DSL for many, many years. We lived at this residence of 20+ years, and we've had AT&T for almost as long. For the longest time, the only thing that we could have gotten was, back in the day, which was Crown Cable, which became Charter, and then later on became Spectrum, which the speeds weren't that much better back in that time. So we decided to hang on to AT&T for the longest time. And during all this time that we had been with AT&T, I'm sitting there constantly looking on their website for better packages. I'm on the phone with the representatives. I've talked to technicians. I've talked just about to everyone at AT&T. The problem that I had with AT&T is that no matter what packages that they had, I couldn't get anything better than DSL. I couldn't get anything better than 6 megabits, 768 kilobytes per second. And you know how bad that is. You can't even stream nowadays with something like that. And now they call that the grandfathered DSL. It was going through copper wires and whatnot. And the strangest thing that really kind of irritated me was the people directly across the street. They were able to get fiber. Back then it was UVerse, which I think by now has pretty much been that project or whatever has been canned. But back then, my neighbors across the street had UVerse. And I was constantly trying to get better speeds and trying to get, something better. And they just kept making up excuses after excuse after excuse. It was the same thing week after week, after month, after year. I think I may have been, 4 or 5 years ago, I totally cut off AT&T. I've been done with them for so long. I got rid of the DirecTV. I got rid of their landline. I got rid of their internet. I got rid of everything. And I went total cord cutting, both on the phone service and, for all my streaming stuff and, and whatnot, like Netflix and stuff like that. So all these years, I have been trying to get faster speeds. I've been trying to get faster speeds through AT&T, and still to this day, they offer, I believe, 1,000 megabits per second, which comes out to 1 gigabit for $60. And still to this day, here we are in 2021, and I still can't get that service, no matter what. Now, I've talked to technicians, I've talked to representatives, I've talked to people that work for AT&T, and all they tell me is, oh, you're going to get it, you're going to get it, you're going to get it, you're going to get it. And I've been hearing that like year after year after year after year, the same thing. You're going to get it, you're going to get it, you're going to get it. I'm like, when? When the Earth is no longer existing, or what? So I just, I got irritated to the point where, I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. And that's when I cut the cord on everything that I did with AT&T. I was like, you know what, guys? I'm done with you. Not to mention I went through holy hell with them towards the end there because they started wanting to charge us for little side things. That's another thing. They want to charge you. They don't like you disconnecting, so they'll try to throw every curveball at you to try to get you to stay connected. Folks, they're not worth it. I don't like this company. I hate them with a passion. I really do. I've never had so much hate for for this company, for this corporation. I just wish it would go belly up. And now look at them today. They're trying to buy out everything. They're just, ugh. I say their name and I just get fuming mad. And, I get it. I get to the point that, it's going to cost the company billions of dollars to renovate and to, get fiber in here and whatnot. But why so freaking long? What is keeping them out of here? Is there a missile silo that I don't know about? Is there an alien underground bunker that I'm not aware of in this neighborhood? Is it a conspiracy thing? I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just kidding people, but you know what I mean. This is just due out of frustration. And the simple fact is AT&T can never really give me an explanation as to why I could never get fiber. They don't have the answer. They never do. And they always say the same thing. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. It's definitely going to get in your area. I've been hearing this from hundreds of people. The last thing that I spoke to was a technician. I don't remember if I was at work or if I was walking around, but I ran into a technician. I walked up and I asked him the simple question. He tells me it's because the business isn't in this area, which I think is a full of crap because now I'm on Spectrum 200 megabit and 10 megabit upload. And for the most part, Spectrum has been fairly decent, and I've been quite happy with it. But that's all I can get. That's all I can get here, people. I can't go any faster. Well, technically I could, and this is what really kind of gets underneath my skin. I get that these companies want to make their money, but here's what I don't understand. Spectrum, they charge like $94 per month plus tax for their gigabit. And it's not true gigabit. Oh, I mean, the download speed, is a gigabit, but their upload speed is like only 30 or 40 megabit. And they want $94 for it, people. And I'm just like, well, if I lived anywhere else in Southern California or up north, I could get Google Fiber, I could get AT&T Fiber, or excuse me, or anything that I want. So it really doesn't make any sense how even Spectrum is trying to charge that much for claiming that that they have a gigabit and it excuse me, it's fast. Okay, I'm sure it is, but the upload speed and it's quadruple the price. So it really, I just don't get this area. I can't figure it out. And here we are in 2021, still dealing with the same phone line, still dealing with the same technology. I keep hearing another thing that AT&T kept telling me, they're upgrading the fiber throughout your city. I'm like, for 15 to 20 years, people? Come on, really? I was like, this is 20, this is like 2021, and you're telling me that you're still upgrading fiber in this area? I haven't seen a darn truck in this area, an AT&T truck, for God's sakes, that even is in this area, and even working on the darn lines. Ugh, it's just, you know what? It's, my goodness, it's just really agitating. And yeah, I'm happy with my 200 megabit. Okay, I'm not going to complain about it. For the most part, Spectrum has been pretty reliable, but they keep inching their price about $5 per year, or maybe twice a year. I'm not sure how often, but their prices went up, and I'm just like, well, I'm paying for 200 megabit. I'm paying, oh my goodness, was like $65 now, when I could be paying 60 for fiber, which I don't understand, people. I don't get it. I don't understand why this little area, this little crater, this little alien crater that I live in, for some reason I just cannot get fiber here. I can go anywhere outside this area, outside this bubble, and I can get fiber. If I can go north, get fiber. I can go south, I can get fiber. I can go anywhere in the country and get fiber. But I can't get in this little bubble of a crater where aliens live. Apparently, I need a phone home to AT&T so he can send the signal down so I can get faster connections. Sorry, being sarcastic. But you get my point. I don't get it. And I just wish that I can get one simple little explanation as to why that I can't get it in this area. And what really makes me angry is that the people are right across the street, not even freaking, I just walk across the street, they got it over there. They got fiber, but yet I can't get it over here. And all I hear is, these same excuses. So you can't get it because of the businesses. We haven't dug a trench. You've had 25 years, people, and you're telling me that you can't get fiber in here yet? Really? Where's all this money going? You were freaking charging me for close to $180 per month, and you mean to tell me that you can't upgrade your equipment? You can't upgrade this area so we get faster speeds? Where's all this money going? Oh, I know where it's going. It's going in your pockets. Aha, that's where it's going. Go figure, right? That's how they make their money. That's how they're able to eat caviar and eat sushi every single day and eat at fancy restaurants and drive in Lamborghinis and Ferraris every single day, because guess what? They're making money while we're paying them, and they're pocketing all this money while we're sitting around with slow speeds trying to go faster. And it's like, must go faster, must go faster. You remember the movie, what was it? Independence Day, must go faster, must go faster. Exactly the same thing. Oh, man. I get on this rant about AT&T, and my friends, my family, they know how I feel about it, but I just can't stand that company. I think they are the worst, horrible company out there. I'll never, ever go back to AT&T. Even if the world came to an end and the only company that was left and I needed a phone, sorry people, I will not have AT&T as my phone service. Yeah. And you won't believe all the excuses. They made up hundreds and thousands of excuses, and all I heard was over and over that you're going to get better service, that you're definitely going to get better, you're definitely going to get faster speeds, and you're definitely going to be good to go. Is that why I was on 6 megabit paying $50 a month for 15 years? Well, thank you very much. And as what's his name says, smack me, baby. Exactly. Sorry. I just get on these rants about AT&T, and I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. And while it may work for a lot of people, it's been a horrible service for myself, and I've had nothing but bad luck with them. I had to return their equipment, which was a pain in the butt. They wanted to charge me for the equipment because they said it was over the limit. It was over like the deadline or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm not paying you a damn dime, which I didn't. I didn't pay them anything. I didn't pay that company anything. I fought them every step of the way. And I told them why that I'm disconnected from them. And I even gave them a chance. I says, you can give me faster speeds. I'll stick with you. But I'm not going to sit here and spend $50 to $60 a month for 6 megabit DSL, and and you're not going to offer me any better service. And they did try. She got on and she said, "Well, I'm sorry, they just don't have anything else that's better than the 6 megabit." And I'm just like, "Well, unfortunately, I can't live with the 6 megabit connection anymore. I need something that's going to be reliable, something that's going to be better than what I have than DSL." And DSL, bad thing is you're going through copper wire, so it becomes a distance issue. Well, I mean, in a way, they're kind of like that with fiber, but with fiber, they can run fiber to the curb, or they can run fiber to the house, either or. That's the thing with fiber. And I even asked them, I says, "I'll even pay for you to dig a trench from the CO, from the company, for forever where they're at, excuse me, and run a fiber line to my house so that I can get it." "Oh, we can't do that." I'm like, geez Louise, people. And back then, I had a decent job. I was working. I could afford having a fiber line being put in, but they just wouldn't do it. They were hard-headed. They didn't want to do it. Not only the fact they didn't want to tell me about anything, they wouldn't do it. Oh man, I found that very frustrating and very irritating. Now, for the most part, Spectrum, they kind of offer the same thing. If you get their business packages, they'll literally go out of the way to dig a trench to your house, or and run a fiber line to your house. But you're going to pay for it. But they do it. That's the thing. If they can do it, then why can't AT&T? Somebody around this area is controlling this area. For some reason, they don't want fiber coming in here, and for some reason, we're paying twice as much for cable than any other company. And then I hear excuses from other people that talk about it. "Well, at least you're getting 200 megabit. Well, you're right. But you want to know something? I go 50 to 100 miles, go to LA, because I live in California, Southern California. If I go to LA or go up north, I can get a heck of a lot faster speeds than what I'm getting right now, and for a lot less. Even where I have a family that lives up towards I want to say Palm Springs area, and they're with Verizon. They can get Verizon Fios, which it might not be any better, but hell, they can get fiber, and they live out in the middle of nowhere. So I don't get it. These are just one of those things that I just don't understand. Do I have anything good to say about AT&T? No, I don't. I really don't. Maybe their cell phone service is good. Well, not really. I had their cell phone service before I switched to T-Mobile. I had nothing but trouble with AT&T with their phone service. It was cutting out all the time. I was getting disconnected all the time, and no matter where I was. I'm with T-Mobile now. Not a single problem. I can talk anywhere, and I can talk in a hole. I can talk on the moon. Well, not the moon, but I need a shuttle, or no, I need a SpaceX rocket. But you know what I mean. Basically, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just have bad luck with AT&T. I don't know. Maybe the rest of you haven't had that bad luck, but it's just when I got away from AT&T, it was like a huge load off my shoulders. I didn't have to no longer pay for the high prices and all their bull crap that I was dealing with their lies and their excuses, and it was like they're being programmed to talk out of a textbook, and tell you, "We are robots. We don't know when you're going to get better internet. You may or may not get better internet. You will get it. We're not sure when you will get it. It could be 15 years, 20 years, 50 years. We do not know, but you will get it." That's exactly the kind of support and the kind of thing I got from these people. It's just ridiculous. But you get my point, guys. This was just very, very frustrating, and I just wanted to share this with you. AT&T was, for me, a very, very bad experience, and honestly, I'll never go back to them. What really pissed me off is that I had DirecTV for years. Worked excellent. I didn't have any problems with DirecTV. They were awesome. Even when I had storms, even when we had major storms, we would be down maybe a couple hours or so, but boom, right back up and running. Their tech support was decent. I didn't have any trouble with them. I had a problem. They were right out here to fix it. I would get upgrades, for the hardware and stuff. I was paying a little extra, yes, but it was worth it. And I was getting all my stations and everything. Then I found out they were going to be bought out by AT&T, and I just you should have seen my face. You should have seen my anger face. Oh, man. I was just like, no freaking way. Everything changed. Tech support got bad. I was having trouble with some weird speed issues with the satellite connection. The picture kept stuttering. It kept jumping. It was doing all kinds of weird things. When you wanted to talk to a technical person, it took 3 or 4 hours to talk to them. And then even to get a tech out to your house, it was days. And I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm not going to deal with it anymore. I'm going to cut the cords. I went with Netflix, and I went with Amazon and Disney Plus. And I couldn't be more happier with those apps. I really can't. I went my phone. I bought an Obi-Hi, and I'm using Google Voice. And I got a pretty much free landline. I can talk to anybody in the United States. I get my caller ID and everything that I ever wanted, and I don't have to pay for extra through AT&T for that crap. So I was just like, you know what? I'm saving a ton of money, and I'm only paying for my streaming subscriptions. And like I said, I can't be more happier. I enjoy the stuff that I have right now. I really do. It's awesome. So I just wanted to get that out there. This is, you could tell that with my voice and my anger that I'm really frustrated with AT&T. They're crap. I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, I'll never go with these people ever again. They're a bad company. They're constantly buying out these corporations, and the FCC, of course, they allow it, and they're just a terrible company. Their tech support is very bad. You can barely understand what they're saying. I won't go into detail, and they read out of a textbook for dummies that they're programmed like robots. You have a problem. Please reset router. Please reset modem. And then if you have a really bad issue, you must reset to factory defaults. That's another funny thing. I gotta love this part. And it's not just AT&T, guys. It seems like all the technology that's being put out today, whether it's an app or a service or a subscription or a program on your PC, whatever it is, the first thing they want you to do is format system, do factory default settings. It's just like, wow, you get paid to say that? Are you serious? You're not even taking into consideration that people have stuff on their devices. And you really think, because I've been through it. I've reset my devices. I've reset the factory defaults. And you know what? In about a couple weeks, it's back to the same problem that was before. Ding, ding, ding. Survey says. Right, exactly. So, and I notice a lot of these companies are doing that now. They don't get to the root of the problem. They try to shove you off to a third-party tech support, a person that's reading out of a textbook that doesn't know the answers, for himself. So he has to go to the little book. Actually, it might not be a little book. It probably is a 20,000-page book. And they look up something like, if I tell him that my internet's not working, he probably looks up, internet's not working. Tell customer to reset modem. It's like, okay. Or format hard drive. It just cracks me up. It really does. I'm serious. I'm like, gee, I want to get a job doing that. Oh my goodness. So yeah, yeah. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm back there. I had an issue. Okay. Well, anyways, but so you pretty much get where I'm going out with this. It's just that these companies, I think that they just get too big for their britches, and they're screwing us people while they're making billions and tons of money and not upgrading their equipment and not upgrading the company to make a better service. So, anyways, that's my rant for tonight. I really didn't have anything good to say. As far as Spectrum, yeah, they're a little overpriced. I like Spectrum. They are reliable, but again, they are overpriced for their speed packages, especially when there are other competitions. But for some reason, I can't get any other service out here, which I think that again AT&T is stopping because they own all the lines. So, which that's another thing I don't want to get into, but yeah, you get my drift. So, anyways, with that being said, please hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell notification icon. I can't talk. The bell notification icon, so for when I do go live, you'll get notified. Okay. Well, anyways, guys, again, it's nighttime. That's why you're not seeing live video. That's why I have a backdrop here. But I did want to get this out. I wanted to make everybody aware that AT&T, they really need to change their policies. Maybe if they did come out with better services and start getting better packages in my area, maybe I would consider it, giving them a try. You know, who knows? But I'm sure in the heck ain't going to do it now. I'll tell you that. Anyways, guys, this is about a 30-minute stream, so I do got to get back in. It's getting kind of cold. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening and night. Take care, and I'll see you soon.